As many things do, this started with a question, a simple-minded thought that became an obsession. Have you ever wondered something with such passion it consumed your every thought and created some tension? The question I began with had to do with us, with the way we were made by God whom we trust. This is the question I wrestled with like a scrimmage. What does it mean that I'm made in God's image? So I read and I listened to what others had to say, but the answer sounded hollow, so my question would stay. Are we special just because we can learn how to talk? Does being made in God's image mean we have higher thought? Or is it that we can hold morals and ethics? Surely it's more than just our aesthetics. But this isn't what I had wanted to know. What I craved was to see how this idea would help me grow. Then I thought for a moment about the image of humanity, an example to examine to help bring some clarity. Is there something that is made in the image of us? I needed to find it, I was making a fuss. Then I thought of a statue I had seen once before. Could there possibly be an answer in store? This carved-out old rock was the Lincoln Memorial. It was made in his image, a stone Abe pictorial. If it's made in his image, then what does that mean? From this grand old statue, is there wisdom to glean? Is there something to learn from this sculpture of rock? What would this man say if his statue could talk? Now what would it mean to spray paint a word onto the side of this statue? Then what would occur? Or what if I broke off the nose of the statue? To break any other stone's fine, that's not taboo. But of course it's a scandal. It's not just some stone, it looks just like Lincoln, it's almost his clone. To do violence to the statue is to do something to him. It's made in his image, it's almost his twin. So what then of me and the image of God? This question was not just a simple facade. If I hurt myself in word or in deed, then it's violence to God. Do you think he'd be pleased? We think that to insult ourselves is humility, but really it shows we've got no sensibility. When I was made in the image of him, he made me beautiful without and within. But we sin, you might say, and defile this picture. Instead of his beauty, it's sin that we prefer. Yes, this is true. We have tainted his masterpiece. Still, his image is present. It is not yet deceased. To defile it further through insults and lies does not make it better. It is surely unwise. For you were created with a purpose in mind. To God, you are beautiful. Are you really so blind? This is not humility. It sounds more like pride, to say you know better than God who's on high. So who are you to say you're not lovely? You're insulting his image that's in you so divinely. When you look in the mirror and despise what you see, it's like painting a statue with the word ugly. When you compare yourself to others and say you're not as good of a creature, it's like tagging a statue with the words, you're a failure. Do you see this picture that I'm trying to paint? Your worth doesn't come from you or some saint. You're precious because in God's image you're made. No matter what you do, he will still be portrayed. You are beautiful to him, even in your distress. He died in your place, the ultimate love to express. You're a mess, but he thought you were worth dying for. This is something you just can't ignore. There's this verse in the Bible that's really profound. It helps to get rid of some thoughts so unsound. It's a short passage, but it will suffice. Submit to others out of reverence for Christ. Do not respect others because of what they've done or because of their skin, gender, or religion. Treat them well because of Christ. It is him who we love, and he loves them. It's his image that they're made of. That's why we should help the needy and poor, to look in their eyes and find God's own grandeur. What we do to the least of these, we've done to him. This is no small task for us to begin. This is the tragedy of war and of murders, for the image of God is in all human persons. If you kill someone else, you kill something within, destroying God's art in you and in them. Out of reverence for God, we must treat others good. Out of reverence for Christ, we must do as we should. So next time you think of treating anyone badly, think of the image of God and how he loves us so madly.